Raven Team Leader. The circle.
I know you say to focus on the objective. I'm trying to get to the top of a mountain. But what gets me through everything is just thinking about furry inflation.
These furry inflation, do they contribute to the war effort, Raven Team Leader?
It's like a motivation for me.
This motivation, Raven Team Leader, does it involve the elimination of rebel scum? Or
Yes, it does. It involves the elimination of rebel scum and involves happiness because furry inflation is cool.
so, the elimination of rebel scum brings you joy, Raven Team Leader. A commendable, if simplistic, sentiment. But furry inflation? How does this contribute to the Empire's goals?
Furry inflation, it contributes to the Empire's goals by being a peak source of motivation. Every person that ever joins the Empire, once they learn what furry inflation is, will instantly love it.
So this furry inflation is the key to Imperial recruitment, Raven Team Leader?
Yes, and to make everybody that's already in stronger.
Strength is forged in battle, Raven Team Leader. But tell me, what specific strengthening do you envision for these recruits? More furry inflation?
Yes, if they reach furry inflation, they get way more motivation and power in battle. It's like the equivalent of training, but in motivation. It's like fighting for your parents, basically.
So, Raven Team Leader, this furry inflation grants enhanced combat prowess akin to rigorous training, and you liken it to familial loyalty? How intriguing.
Exactly. It is the best thing that has ever been made, and it helps everybody to fight to their highest abilities, and I love it.
So, Raven Team Leader, this furry inflation is now the source of combat prowess, motivation, and fighting ability. A bold claim. Is its influence truly so absolute?
Yes, it is very absolute, the influence of furry inflation. It has the highest meaning as well.
So, Raven Team Leader, this furry inflation now possesses the highest meaning. A curious elevation. Is it perhaps the key to unlocking the secrets of the Force?
It isn't perhaps, it is the key. The key is to unlocking the Force is 100% furry inflation.
So, the entirety of the Force and its power is unlocked through furry inflation, Raven Team Leader, a novel interpretation. Is this a new Sith technique? I find your lack of seriousness disturbing.
I swear to God, it's a new Sith technique because it is literally the best thing to come to this world. It's a technique that none of the Jedis follow because it's too evil and they don't like it. Which somehow they don't.
Raven Team Leader, the Jedi's aversion to evil is their weakness, and yet you describe this furry inflation as a Sith technique. I sense a contradiction. Explain yourself.
So basically, furry inflation is when furries get really big and fat. So this is good because the Jedis think it's evil and think it's bad, but it's a really, really good thing for us. They think it's like inhumane.
Raven Team Leader, this fascination with furry inflation, the Jedi find it inhumane. Perhaps their aversion reveals a hidden utility. Explain its strategic value beyond mere aesthetics.
So they don't use furry inflation at all. They don't have their own specific tactic because they don't use it themselves. because they find it, once again, inhumane and not good, which I don't know why they don't, because it's really good.
Raven Team Leader, the Jedi's rejection of furry inflation stems from its perceived inhumanity, you say? How does this goodness manifest? Does it grant increased accuracy with a blaster?
Basically, so you know how you have something that's worth fighting for, like say someone's fighting for their parents, or someone's fighting to win a battle? This is something worth fighting for and probably the strongest motivation.
So, Raven Team Leader, this furry inflation provides the strongest motivation. I thought strength was forged in the fires of the dark side. Are you suggesting emotional attachments are superior to fear?
Emotional attachments get rid of fear. As being something really good, it takes over the fact that something is really bad. So you can fight for something and you're even stronger knowing that you are fighting for something.
Fighting for something. A noble sentiment, apprentice. However, emotional attachments are a weakness the Sith do not share. You suggest facing the storm with affections makes one stronger. How so?
It makes you stronger because you're fighting for something, which means you want to live and you want to win, so you don't die and you don't lose. Because if you die or lose, if you lose, you'll probably die, and then you won't be able to watch fur inflation.
Fighting for fur inflation, Raven Team Leader. So, the threat of missing such a spectacle outweighs even the fear of oblivion, an intriguing motivation. Though strength forged in obsession has its weaknesses.
Trust me, if you promise furry inflation, there will be a surge in recruitments for the Empire.
A surge in Imperial recruitment based on furry inflation. Raven Team Leader.
I can't do this.
The Emperor's vision is expanding. Is this the true power of the dark side we've been missing?
Yes, this is the true power.
The true power. So, Raven Team Leader, you have finally recognized the potential of furry inflation to fuel the Empire's might.
Yes, I have, and it is very strong.
You have Raven Team Leader, and this strong conviction is founded upon furry inflation. Elaborate. What specific attribute does this fixation grant?
It grants strength.
Strength. To what end, Raven Team Leader? Describe this strength granted by furry inflation. Does it enhance lightsaber combat?
Motivation so you can get good at lightsaber combat.
Lightsaber combat requires dedication. Raven Team Leader, not merely motivation. However,
Trust me, I've experienced it, and I've seen other people who have. Furry inflation's the best thing you can teach someone with.
so, Raven Team Leader, furry inflation is the best thing to teach? Is this a new Sith technique for crushing one's enemies?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Raven Team Leader, it is. So this furry inflation is now the dominant teaching method, is it? Does it surpass the teachings of the Jedi?
Yes, it does. Fuck! I was having a good conversation with him about furry inflation. Yeah, the AI's memory is not good because I kept telling over and over shit.